An alarming number coming out of the TSA today. The Transportation Security Administration says that in 2014, it found more than 2,200 firearms at its checkpoints.
Well, that's a record and a considerable increase over the year before. Senior political reporter Scott Thuman explains why.
It's not unusual to leave something in that carry-on bag you shouldn't have. It just slips the mind.
I had my Axe body spray. He took my axe from me. Can't get chicks without it.
A tiny little pair of scissors. I don't think they were more than 3 inches long, but unfortunately they made me throw them away.
But there's a big difference between that and a folding stock rifle, grenade, C4 explosives, or an 8-inch knife hidden inside an enchilada. All seized in the past year.
The vast majority of people, they tell us they forgot. The second most common reason is my wife packed my bag.
It's inevitable. Screening some 653 million passengers last year, there's bound to be some forgetful or just plain fraudulent flyers. Unfortunately, agents say all across the country those incidents are on the rise.
In fact, 6 times a day, agents find a firearm at one of these checkpoints, and 83% of the time, it's loaded. That's a 22% increase over the previous year.
And locally, numbers are up. At Reagan National, agents seized 14 guns last year, 14 at BWI and 9 at Dulles. That's an increase of about a third.
That can be a very costly mistake. And I say that because depending on the jurisdiction that you're in, you can be arrested, which means you're going to probably hire a lawyer. The state can cite you, and TSA can also cite you up to $11,000.
Even worse if it's a second offense, which, believe it or not, they say happens more than you might think.
It surprises us that here it is 13 years after 9/11, and people are still bringing firearms to checkpoints.
Scott Thuman, ABC 7 News.
Wow.
How do you just forget your grenades in your bag?
Right, or a knife and an enchilada. I don't think that was forgetful.
No.
It's an eye-opening look right there.
It's one way to put it. Yeah.